It's gonna be a quick reaction video to Jaden Ayuga's video. Let's get right into it. Naruto stream was it? Yeah. Hey, would you say? Probably we were watching it this time. Oh, it's an intro.
Okay, so what's up, guys? As you can see by the title of this video, yes, I'm doing Naruto versus Dragon Ball Z. I came across a video by RCD World 1. You should go check them out. They're like really cool.
Wait a second. I know what video you're talking about, I think, but hold on, is it RDC or RCD? Because you said RCD. You said RCD, it's RDC, buddy. That's not your fault. I couldn't think of it on the top of my head either.
RCD World 1.
RCD, RDC. Alright, buddy, that was not your fault. Really, I honestly had to look at it myself. It is RDC. Alright, anyways.
You go check them out. They're like really cool.
Yeah, they are.
But, yeah, that's besides the point. I saw the video, and Naruto won.
Oh, yeah, and the Naruto vs. Dragon Ball Z thing. They did it like a court system, though. They did it like, he's like, alright, present your evidence. Naruto side, and he did it for Dragon Ball Z side, back and forth. Pretty funny.
And they brought up some very valid points within the argument.
Okay.
It was like kind of funny thing they were bringing up.
Yeah,
it was like
funny.
A court, like the Supreme Court.
Yeah, exactly.
So I thought it was pretty funny. But I started like, and this is completely opinion based, but I just started looking around and trying to find ways, because I watched I haven't watched all of Dragon Ball Z. I stopped to watch a Netflix series. But
Flash,
I'm probably gonna finish that soon. But I've watched at least half of Dragon Ball Z now. I've already watched it before, like multiple times.
Yeah.
But I've finished half so far. So I was thinking, and I've watched Naruto before twice, in English and in song.
Oh, I was gonna say you watched it twice. I was gonna say you're a tryhard.
So
there's too many episodes.
I feel like, my opinion. It may be, I'm not. It's mostly opinion based. By mostly, I mean almost completely. But I'm gonna do it. So, Dragon Ball Z versus Naruto.
Oh dang, you guys want to slide?
Here's the 4 critiquing methods.
Oh, yeah, that's the one they used.
So first, the storyline.
Their video, right?
So which is better in how the storyline is? Character development. That's a key point. The fighting scenes, of course. I mean, you can't have Dragon Ball Z and Naruto without the fights. And then the music and themes. I don't know why they had that, but the music and themes are always cool anyways. So, I mean, hey. So, first, we're going to do Naruto. So, the Naruto storyline is amazing. The plot is extremely well.
This is a question for you. Is this what they wrote? I don't think they wrote anything. I think they just spoke their stuff. But is this what you're writing? Just a question.
Since there's, like, unlike Dragon Ball Z, there's like not many different villains. It's mostly just one direct plot.
Yes,
they're trying to find Sasuke. They come across Orochimaru. Apparently and then Sasuke tries to go try to kill Itachi. Joins the Akatsuki. All that, pretty much. Yeah, I'd summarize it, but it'd take too long.
If you're talking about regular Naruto, yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So the plot is really well. There's like the rising and falling action is always. It's cool. There are multiple climaxes, so it makes it so much more intriguing.
Wait, what do you mean multiple climaxes? You mean like per fight, per arc, per story? I don't know what you mean by that. Multiple climaxes. Like, I think any story has multiple climaxes, unless you're reading a book. I feel like, but I'll continue.
And they build suspension and release it. It's like so cool. The villains and the heroes, they're OP. You already know. And it really does, like, the way it portrays messages, like, it's just, it's almost perfect.
He wrote. Wait, and then I didn't read all these. True.
And the Great Ball Z storyline. Yes. I mean, what else?
It was the last one.
It's just
amazing.
Ball Z storyline. Yes, I mean, what else? It is perfect.
What?
It has plot. It has different arcs, different levels, like the Frieza, the Saiyan, Frieza, androids, Cell, and then I guess tournament. People count the tournament.
Oh yeah, the tournament's only in the anime. There's no manga. I count it because I watch anime. I don't read manga, but as far as canon, and like Pycon isn't canon, Super Kaioken isn't canon, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is, but Super Saiyan Kaioken is not canon. What else was in that? Go on and go into high school. This is never shown. Pretty much just all above I just mentioned just doesn't really count unless you just watch anime. You just count it in the anime.
The Boo. So it has
Wait,
like
what do you say?
people count the tournament, and then the Boo.
Yeah. Wait, what arcs did you
Sorry,
say?
the Saiyan, Frieza, androids, Cell,
So
and then the I guess tournament. People count the tournament, and then the Boo.
yeah, there's 9 sagas. I don't know how that works with arcs. When I think arcs, I just think of villains. So I think of Frieza, Cell, and Boo. But like arcs, I don't know because I don't know like the terms. Like I don't know the difference between a saga and an arc. I know my uncle had the 9 box set of all the sagas, and so I just when I think of them, I separate them in my mind into sagas. It's the way I see it. As far as arcs go, I think it's just the main villains. So I think you covered all of them, except for I don't think tournament would count because like it wasn't really like a main villain. It was kind of it is filler. The biggest filler part in Dragon Ball was the World Tournament saga, but it was fun, enjoyable. I liked it. Saga 7, 7th saga is what it was in the box set.
So it has like multiple different like parts. So it's kind of hard
different climaxes. It's just
to
like any story.
It definitely has emotional points within it, but at some point over time, there's like so much of it where nobody can get a break. However, over time, emotional points within it, but at
Naruto
some point over time, emotional points kind of hard to like. It definitely has emotional points within it, but at some point over time, there's like so much of it where nobody can get a break. However, in Naruto, they take. Well, I know there's fillers, but that's why they do fillers mostly. That's why they do fillers. Tension. So they can like kind of build up more suspense for other episodes and kind of stop and give it a break. It's like you don't want to push the series to its maximum. It's like you don't want to be
that makes a lot of sense actually. I never thought about it like that. It's like fillers are just tension breaking moments. It's like, hey, chill out with what's happening and realize that there's some stuff that's just not related to the story happening too. I never thought about it like that. That's actually pretty cool. But as far as this doesn't justify Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z was made in the 80s, bro, in the 90s. And back then, you didn't BS. You didn't say, hey, we're paying people. We can use computers and software. We can just animate this and waste time. It's like, no, we need to get these stories done because we got time. And then if you think about the anime being taken off the manga, then it's like a character on has draw on every character and then has them redrawn for different frames. And it's like, my man's already old. My man probably has arthritis. I think he was diagnosed with arthritis. I don't know how long ago. So like, as a writer, as a sole writer of a story, you don't want to waste time because it just makes it take longer and it costs more work. Which is, again, I don't think it justifies it. Like it's not like, hey, it's okay for it to not have filler and be kind of short and pushed. I'm just saying, like, you got to give it a break, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be like, all right, I see you.
Okay, guys, so here we are fighting Frieza. All right, Goku Super Saiyan. All right, he won. There we go. It's like, wait, that's all finished. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, buddy. That happened like 40 episodes. Hold up.
It's like, you don't want to be like, okay, guys, so here we are fighting Frieza. All right, Goku Super Saiyan. All right, he won. There we go.
Bro, that's not how it went. Hold on, wait, Jaden. You just watched the Frieza. Do you not remember, bro? It was freaking Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin fighting Frieza, Piccolo fighting Frieza, Nail fighting Frieza. All of them fighting the Ginyu Force. Then Goku finally getting there fighting Frieza. Then Krillin getting killed, Goku and Super Saiyan. Then he fought Frieza for a long time. Then Frieza blew up the planet and then fought for a long more time. It was not as short as you just made it out to be. You by disrespect to Frieza's name, buddy. Sorry.
Wait, that's all finished. Oh my gosh, it's trash. But then it's like, all right, so Goku. Okay, so Naruto is about to fight Madara. Let's wait 40 episodes so we can remind them 40 weeks later. And then you come across it, you're like, oh yes, bro, I've been waiting this whole time. And it's just, it feels so much more relieving. And I feel like that's one of the reasons, but I don't like waiting. So I couldn't say, but
I'm about to roast you. I'm about to say, you don't watch the new Flashes till they come on Netflix. New Weirdos till they come on Netflix. Back to what I was saying. What I was saying was, I thought you were capping because you said you hate, like, having to wait because for, like, the CW shows, you like to wait till they get on Netflix and watch them all at once. So I was about to say you were capping. You were this close.
40 episodes so we can remind them 40 weeks later. and then you come across it, you're like, oh yes, bro, I've been. And I feel like that's one of the reasons, but I don't like waiting, so I couldn't say.
Yeah, I
But
was this close.
some people do. I've talked to people about it. Also, the villains also they have unusual purposes. Like in Dragon Ball Z, and yes, I'm comparing this to Dragon Ball Z. That's why I'm doing this. Usually, I don't compare it. It's not. I'm like, well, actually, in Dragon Ball Z, I'm not that snarky kind of person like that. But the villains on in Dragon Ball Z are all evil. Like Vegeta,
Wait, I want to finish with what you
he
say.
just like wants to destroy everything. He just wants to become immortal. He's selfish, right?
Sure.
And then let's start with the Orochimaru. He's kind of like Vegeta, so he just wants to gain every jutsu. And I don't know what after he let's just say he did. What would he do then? Like, what is he gonna do?
I
Like,
think
I
he
don't know
wanted to
what
rule
his
the
plan
ninja
was.
world.
But and then Madara, mostly all the villains, which is weird because they're
He's
villains.
like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos is like the most powerful Titan, a genius and stuff. But then he wanted the Infinity Stones to be even stronger. Kind of like that. He felt like he needed to have every jutsu to take over the ninja world, which in actuality he really doesn't.
But mostly all the villains want peace, but their ways of portraying peace is so weird. So they're like, okay, guys, I'm gonna destroy the world, blow up every single person, and kill and make them all
it's
suffer
like pain.
for peace.
Yeah, it's pain.
That's pain right
Yeah,
there.
that's
That's pain.
Okay, wait. Unusual purposes. Low key, I think Naruto villains have unusual purposes. Because, like, when you think of villain, you think of wants power, wants to own things, wants to control things, wants to destroy things, and that's the epitome of Dragon Ball Z villains. Naruto villains are unusual, have unusual purposes, if you really think about it. Like, Dragon Ball Z villains are normal. Do you want immortality and to destroy everything? We didn't want to destroy everything. We want immortality and, like, being the strongest in the universe, or the galaxy at that time. That's That's a common purpose. Frieza wanting to be the emperor of the galaxy slash universe. Common purpose. Cell probably had a weird purpose because he just wanted to beat Goku. But that's what he was programmed to do, so you can't like argue that. And Boo just wanted to destroy things, which again, like for me, that's like the epitome of villain. Like wanting to destroy. Like I don't even consider, even though they're all villains, they're all arc villains. Pain's not a villain to me. I don't count him as a villain. Moder's kind of a villain, not really though. At the same time, Obito is definitely not a villain, really. Who else we got? And then all the rest are from Kid Naruto, and all those are heroes now. Gaara's a hero now. Sasuke is a villain now, but then back to a hero. You get my point.
And the heroes, they're fire.
Hold up.
And there's no real message. There's no real message in Dragon Ball Z. There's
Heroes
just
are
like you have somebody to
facts.
idolize, such as like Goku or Vegeta. Like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. But in Naruto, it's more like, oh my gosh, bro, that is so well said, bro.
Yeah,
And that's
again, not justifying it, but that was a different time. In the 80s, no one really cared about messages. Sorry.
why Naruto's talk no jutsu always makes the villains quit.
His what?
So
His what
yeah,
no
all right.
jutsu?
Gosh, bro, that is so well said, bro. And that's why Naruto's talk no jutsu always makes the villains
No
quit.
jutsu.
So yeah, all right. So the next one, oh gosh, the next one
Oh,
is
your
the character
pictures too.
development.
Dang, you
And
put
I got
effort
this
into
picture of
this.
Gar because if you remember in the first part of Naruto, in the actual Naruto, not Naruto Shippuden, in the actual Naruto,
Yeah,
Gar
he
was
was a
actually
villain.
evil. I forgot. Actually, I do remember.
Yeah.
Something about the Jinchuriki, the first tales. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But then he became
he had the first tales inside of him, and he pretty much had a sucky life, so he wanted to make everyone else's life sucky.
a good guy, and that's like the character development that Dragon Ball Z mostly misses, because like in Dragon Ball Z, most of the characters are already grown up because of what is it,
Whoa.
Dragon Ball. So we've already seen it.
Whoa, wait, buddy. Are you comparing Naruto Shippuden to Dragon Ball Z? Are you comparing Naruto Shippuden to Dragon Ball Z or Naruto to Dragon Ball Z?
And I'm meaning by this, I mean Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, and then I mean Dragon Ball
Oh.
Z and Dragon Ball Super. I feel like those are kind of the
Oh, no offense, buddy, that's not fair though, because like you're talking about character development. Hold on, wait, I'm gonna
key
finish.
components. If you think Dragon Ball Z, you may think Dragon Ball Super. So most people do.
True.
I do.
I don't. I
And so
think
yeah,
Z.
I thought Gar would be a definitely good character for
Because
character development.
hold on, you
And,
said when you think of Dragon
in
Ball Z,
Dragon Ball
you
Super.
think of Dragon Ball Super.
I feel like those are kind of the key
That
components.
don't
If
make
you think
sense.
Dragon Ball Z, you may think Dragon Ball Super.
Nah,
So
you
most
say Dragon Ball Z, you think Dragon Ball Z.
people do. I do.
I'm kidding. I know what you mean.
And so yeah, I thought Gar would be a definitely good character for character development. And another one is actually Neji, because
Oh
he
wait, let me go back to what I was talking about.
actually misses. because like in Dragon Ball Z, most of the characters are already.
Oh yeah, you're
He
talking
can
about them
blend
mostly
something.
grown up. Okay, buddy. Krillin used to be not a villain. Krillin used to be Goku's rival. Then he's his best friend. Character development. Yamcha used to be a bandit who wanted to rob people. Then he turned into a hero. Character development. Oolong used to be a terrorizer. He used to transform into like beasts and stuff, and then go to the city and raid it. I forgot what the city was called. And he used to like just take their stuff. Yeah, character development. Which he's kind of useless now, but he's still character development. Poor was with Yamcha. I gotta count him. Tien. I mean, yeah, Tien and Chaozu. Chaozu wasn't really a bad guy. Chaozu was just a follower, but Tien wanted to beat Goku in the martial arts tournament, and he training under Master Shin, and he's pretty much like a bad guy. Like he wasn't a terrible guy, but he just wanted to defeat Goku. So character development. What else am I thinking of? Goku changes a lot, but I don't think that really counts. All right, that's
You
it for
think Dragon Ball Z,
now.
you may think Dragon Ball Super. So most people do. I
I
do.
don't think it's fair to compare Z and Super when technically Super happens in the middle of Z, and you're comparing Kid Naruto to old Naruto pretty much. So you should compare Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but you didn't watch Dragon Ball, all of it. So
And so yeah, I thought Gar would be a definitely good character for character
was a good
development.
one.
And another one is actually Neji,
Hope you have
because
some
if you
Dragon Ball
remember, he
Z
was talking about
characters.
destiny and stuff. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't really matter. But at least he went through something. So then
True.
Naruto smacked some sense into him, and then he became a good guy, and he was pretty cool.
Which honestly,
And that's why Neji's
can't
a
lie,
cool.
that's super weak mindedness. Like a kid beats him, and he's like, "Oh, my destiny was to win." It's like, who told you destiny was set in stone for you to beat Naruto? It's like, why did that change his mind? I don't know. You could just say Naruto changed his mind, but that's still kind of weak minded to me. It's like if a kid you don't even look up to change your mind about something, like your beliefs. It's kind of like you must not really believe that. Well, I know if you actually remembered it, he changed his mind because of his uncle told him about what his dad said when he was in the infirmary because of what Naruto did to him. That's where he actually changed, I think.
Cool person. And then like in Dragon Ball Z, mostly the person who went through character development. Oh, okay.
What?
Well then. Oh yeah. So, Naruto and Sasuke, they
You got
also
off.
went through a lot of character development
True.
because Naruto went from like that.
Naruto didn't. Naruto just grew up. Come on now. Every character grows up. No one stays a happy, good old kid making jokes their whole life, except for Goku.
Happy or not happy go lucky, the
Oh,
sad, depressed
did you just say happy go lucky too? That's crazy.
boy who acted stupid and ran around,
Yeah, that's
painted
not,
all over the
not character development. That's called maturity. It's like going from 13 years old to 16 years old. It's just what happens.
village and
But
all that. And Sasuke was the depressed emo.
Sasuke
And
did, but at the same time, Sasuke never changed. Like from the beginning of time, he wanted to defeat Itachi. You could say he went through character development when he figured out Itachi's true intentions, I guess, because he started believing in friendships again, kind of after that. Because you know he formed his group with Kuren and whatever the other people's name were, Juga or something like that. Yeah,
then Naruto turned into the hero of the leaf, and Sasuke was still a depressed emo.
true, but he always wanted to do that. That's what I'm saying. Not really character
And
development.
as a matter of fact,
Naruto's
now that I
part.
think about it, Sasuke's always going to be a depressed emo, but he's pretty cool and strong now.
True.
So yeah, my
Not
point is
the
Naruto's better than
right.
Sasuke. And
Oh, Vegeta.
in Dragon Ball Z,
Yes.
it's Vegeta who probably went through the
Vegeta.
most character development
Vegeta.
out of anyone
True.
in Naruto and in Dragon Ball Z. He went from like ready to destroy the whole planet. He was
True.
ready. He was prepared.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
more
was
than
going
prepared.
to.
I mean, he was ready.
Goku dodged that.
After he got the Dragon
gun, it
Balls,
was
after
over
he
with.
wished for immortality, he was gonna blow the place.
Oh,
He's
not,
gonna blow
not
it.
even there. He's gonna blow it then right there because he was losing. It's petty because he was losing, but it's like, buddy, you got gaming, you got your tail cut off, you got it slit on the back of your chest, you got freaking blasted by Gohan and Piccolo and Krillin. Like he went through so much to try to get immortality, and then was gonna lose to Goku and was like, screw all this, I'm blowing everything up.
But then he's not really a the what you would want
Ideal
husband, I
husband.
guess you would say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a lady. I wouldn't
True.
know. But I guess he's not the perfect person. But he's definitely a good person now.
Whoa, Jaden, was that gay shaming, bro? You're saying a man can't have a husband?
And
Kidding.
he's got a family. So that's pretty much it. He has a family now.
True.
And then Gohan probably went through the biggest character development. And I got this pretty.
You just said Vegeta.
Pretty
did, no, I think Vegeta.
pretty
Did.
what? I don't know what the word is, but
Picture.
I guess this is pretty relevant. This is a relevant picture
pretty relevant.
because as you can see, he goes from a
Yeah,
little
sure,
kid,
just-
always happy, studying,
I
getting
get you.
smarter,
Sure.
to him on or what I guess no, that's him versus the Saiyans, and then you got him on Namek versus Frieza, and then you got him in the Cell Saga. But you don't really have much for he turns into Gohan, but he doesn't turn. He gets like older. He gets into his teenage years.
I gotta be fair here. I said something about Naruto, so I have to say something about Gohan. Gohan did go through development, quote unquote, but my man, he just went from being a kid to a teenager. Like a kid, he was a scared kid. then he's again in this purple Namek clothes. He's a scary kid, and then when he gets to Frieza's clothes, he gets his hidden potential unlocked by Guru, so he's less scared. And then when he fights Cell, he gets more scared, and then gets over this being scared. But again, I feel like that's just because he's a kid. Like, I feel like almost that wouldn't count as character development. I feel like character development is the way you feel about things changes. Like, you could say character development changes when, this is kind of a bad example, but when Gohan, like, kind of like, after he went Super Saiyan 2, how he destroyed the Cell Juniors, he was like, hey, y'all give up, and we can go and live happily ever after if y'all... He's like, no, I'm killing y'all, now. So you can say that was development, because he changed the whole way he thought about peace and prosperity and second chances to destroy them.
Adult. So yeah, actually, now that I think about it, Gohan probably went through more character development than Vegeta since he actually grew up. Vegeta was just evil.
Yeah, okay.
But at least Gohan grew up. So, oh yeah, the next one would be fight scenes. The fight scenes. So yeah, I think Naruto has some pretty good fight scenes. So roll the clip. Like, you see that? You see the combat between Kakashi and Obito in that fight? That was amazing.
That was more.
That was almost perfect.
You only should have.
And the iceberg. Roll the clip.
Roll the clip. Rematch. Nice.
Like, do you see the fighting style in Naruto? It's not gonna lie, it's so much better than Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but again, I'm not saying like it's an excuse, but it's this is when they can BS and just go through stuff as fulfilling as possible. While back in Z, you were like, hey, get this done. We need this done. We can't take too long because we got to get it over. Like, so like think about this. Kirito created Super Saiyan, so the writers had to do less drawing of inking, because inking hair instead of just making it gray, having to make it completely black is super hard, especially in the 80s and 90s. And the whole point of Super Saiyan was to make it easier on writers. That should show you how like different the time was. It's like we created a whole new form just so it'd be easier to create our characters, to draw our characters in frames. Just like, so, you know what I'm saying.
And I was looking up research for Dragon Ball Z fights. I was like, wait, what is my favorite Dragon Ball Z fight?
You don't know.
And I'm not gonna lie, I really don't.
I thought it was like Goku versus Ultra Instinct, or don't tell me. Yeah, I think it's Goku versus Ultra Instinct.
I feel like the Dragon Ball Z fights, like they
Dragon Ball Z. Okay, wait, chill. Z. I feel like it might be Goku versus Vegeta from Saiyan Saga for your favorite, but I don't know. Hold up, let's see.
Much. Not trying to say that's bad, because the character speaking and the dialogue is perfect. True. Like, have you heard Perfect Cell talk? Like, whenever he was revived and he blessed that old
You'll never see me again.
He's like, it looks like you've seen a good. That was that was fire. Like, all he had to do was say something, and that was the best fight scene ever.
Facts.
But I mean, I feel like they talk too much, and I mean,
we gotta talk about how every word Majin Vegeta says inside the Buu Saga is Shakespearean. There's no word he says that's just meaningless. Every word he says is like pure, a drop of heaven, even though he's evil.
In a bad way. Like, if they would just like fight like Naruto and Sasuke here, and like Kakashi and Obito, and it would just be perfect. And so I did some research, and I found out one of the best fights, and it's just starting off, but just see it.
Wait, is that your favorite, or is that just who you think's my favorite? The best.
So as you can see, that was Goku versus Vegeta, and that's just beginning. But like later on in the fight, when Vegeta, takes a spirit bomb, gets his tail chopped off, gets a Kamehameha, gets sliced, all that, he gets raped, pretty much what I'm trying to say. He's still a fighter. And after all that, he was able to walk away, a strong and powerful and independent man. And he was still weak, but I mean...
Yeah, well, he walked away because Goku/Krillin spirit him, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
And like, that whole fight was a couple episodes, but then like the Naruto versus Sasuke fight is probably one of the most memorable fights in Naruto. And probably the most memorable fight.
Which one? You gotta be more specific. Which one? Old or
almost
Naruto?
Old anime, one of the most. And all they did was fight. Naruto talked a couple times. Sasuke talked it a couple times.
Goku versus Frieza is still on top. It's the longest fight in anime history. Matter of fact, this isn't confirmed, but I'm pretty positive it's the longest fight in cinema history. Like, I'm pretty sure no movie/TV show has ever had a 3-hour fight. I'm pretty positive.
But I mean, their talking is just.
But they do have talking too. Hold on, wait, what'd you say?
And all they did was fight. Naruto talked a couple times. Sasuke talked it a couple times.
That's the beginning.
I mean, their
and
talking is just. I feel like talking is just good. I could go on for days, but
I feel like
the Dragon Ball Super fighting is perfect. It's almost its own religion of perfect. Like, just look at this. Look at Ultra Instinct. Look how clean it is.
Oh, it's Ultra Instinct. Oh, this one even mastered. Okay. He said it's on a religion of perfection.
Like, my God, did you see how clean that flip was? Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. See, that's the kind of fighting
your sound effects don't work when we can't see what's going on. It just sounds like you sound like you don't know what you're talking about. He said, "See that backflip?" He goes, I'm like, okay.
Dragon Ball Z that if we would have had, and I know I can't really compare it, 30 years later, because that's pretty much how brought it up. No, more like 20. I'm gonna say 20 years later. It's just the whole form of the world.
It's literally 30 if you count Shippuden, kind of, because 2015 would be 30 years from Dragon Ball. But Dragon Ball Z would be almost 30 years. It'd be 27. So I would say close to 30. But yeah,
the world has changed, and they're kind of probably more professional at this point.
Yes, he did bring it up.
But I'm just saying, like, Dragon Ball Super fighting is clean. If it was Dragon Ball Super versus Naruto, which it pretty much is, Dragon Ball Super is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Dragon Ball Super definitely.
Dragon Ball Super versus Naruto Shippuden
wins it on the fights, but Dragon Ball Z doesn't.
Wait.
Versus Naruto, which it pretty much is, Dragon Ball Super is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Dragon Ball Super definitely wins it on the fights, but Dragon Ball Z doesn't. So right now, if I were to do this, the storyline for Naruto is definitely not actually. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z storyline is better. So Dragon Ball Z wins for sure.
I feel like Naruto blows through it too fast, and then fillers really do take up the storyline. So like you can almost like count that points off because they fill in a lot of the story.
Character development is definitely Naruto. Fighting scene.
I feel like because you're not counting Dragon Ball, I see the reason I feel like since you count Naruto, then Naruto Shippuden, and then Naruto's kids, I think you should count Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z. But I feel like if you did that, Dragon Ball Z would probably lose at the same time because of fights and stuff. But I don't know, we'll see. Oh gosh, I feel like you're going for Naruto, bro. I'm scared.
It's definitely Naruto.
You didn't do music.
So that brings us to our final conclusion: the music.
Hey, what did you say fight scenes were? Oh, you about to do it.
Actually, yeah, Dragon Ball Z storyline is better. So Dragon Ball Z wins for storyline. Character development is definitely Naruto. Yeah. Fighting scenes is definitely Naruto. So that brings us to our final conclusion: the music. And it's really hard.
I feel like music is completely Dragon Ball Z because Naruto, I can think of a few songs, but besides that, very few BGMs stick out to me like they do in Dragon Ball Z.
I spent a long time on this video, by the way, not just like speaking through it. It took me about 2 hours to get it prepared.
It's liked already, never mind.
But the opening and theme songs in Naruto are OP.
Opening themes.
And I got the links right there. I'm gonna put the links.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Let me think about this. Naruto's opening songs, I can remember a couple, but you gotta be more specific. You're talking about in general Naruto or Naruto Shippuden, and see, I feel like Dragon Ball Z, like Head Shala is OP, Jaden. I think Head Shala like at least blows away 3 or 4 of the Naruto openings by itself, because Head Shala is just too good. Especially in like Dragon Ball Super when Goku was like Chala, Head Shala. It's like he knows his theme song. There's not really many else, but on the disc I was talking about earlier, at the end and beginning of episodes, there's like a cool song. I know, but I'm not saying it because it's gonna sound stupid when I say it. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
In the bio, by the way, or not in the bio, in the description. So be sure to check that out. The openings are right there. The theme songs are right there. And the Dragon Ball Z ones, Yo, here it is. I meant to put yep. Yep, here it is. Okay. So the Dragon Ball Z first song, the theme songs in Dragon Ball Z, like the Cell theme song, like hold on, let me just pull it up. I got y'all.
Are you pulling this?
Like I got this Dragon Ball Z. It's gonna take 42 minutes to download. Gosh. Like all these, like Believe in Yourself, that's so good. Like the Vegeta Royal Blue, perfect. Yeah, all of it is almost perfect. But I feel like the theme songs for Naruto are like so cool. And guys, I'm gonna have to give it.
Before you make your decision, I'm gonna say music and themes. I feel like Dragon Ball Z has more personal themes. As in, like when you hear this song, you're like, whoa, that's Vegeta. You hear the song, you're like, whoa, that's Cell. You hear the song, you're like, whoa, that's Frieza. Whoa, that's Goku. Whatever. Oh, I don't think Goku has one, but you get my point. I feel like for Naruto, it's just like background music to go cool with the scene. It's just if they do perfect. So I think music, like it says music / themes should go to Dragon Ball Z, and music should go to Naruto. I feel like that's fair. Split it up.
A tie. It's a joke.
Oh, you get a tie? That's tough.
The music and themes, Dragon Ball Z wins.
Wait, then
so storyline, Dragon Ball Z wins. Character development, Naruto wins. Fighting scenes, Naruto wins. And Dragon Ball Z wins. Wait, actually, yeah, that does mean it's a tie. So you heard it here, folks. It's a tie. See you later.
That's just way too loud. Holy crap. Alright, buddy, good video. Disliked. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you give it a tie. You're lucky, because I was about to have to come down there and exercise your demons, give you an exorcism if you chose Naruto. As on top, I was about to come down there. Speaking of which, by the way, RDC World 1 had to have done that on purpose. Make it where there's only 4 categories. Like, they could have made a 5th category. Wait, hold up. You can see right here. For this, they should have made plot holes. And plot holes is like, who has more plot holes, which are probably Dragon Ball Z, but I still feel like they should have, like, they knew what they were doing when they put 4 categories. They're like, it's going to be even in half, and no one's going to win. I feel like that's just what they did, but good video, bro. Love you.